Hello, hello, hello. I've done some initial zoning and utilities around the place since the last video. Nothing major. I put some police stations, fire stations, hospitals, but I haven't done any schools. I still need to do them. At the moment, this is initial decoration and functional things, so I tend to do some decoration with them, put down parks and that sort of thing. I don't have lots and lots and lots of time, but I'm going to make a start now. So I really need... I seem to have lost the school I'm looking for, which is slightly disappointing. There's a certain fairly smallish private school I have, which is kind of what I want to use here in this smaller area down by the sea, which is going to be my first residential area. I also have to think of somewhere. Oh, here we go. I'm trying to zoom out. No, it's frozen. Oh well. This is a surprisingly high area, radius. So I'll need to do a library. I'm thinking here. And as I go with the industrial areas, actually, I'm going to start using some street element mod, so we can use some filler pieces. So anywhere here would be quite good. I'm going to put the more bigger traditional schools in as well. And max out on that. I'm anticipating we'll have a fairly big enough population to sustain this. We'll have. I had a look at the budget last night when I played a little bit. Sorry, wrong menu. I also have to leave some room I'm thinking here is also a good place for a library. I want it to be fairly local. The sunken library looks good. Be near that little area there, so let us do some zoning. I'm thinking medium density at this point. Leaving some room for bus stops, although I might use the bigger bus stops here. This strikes me as a good place for a park. I'm going to go higher density here. I'm not sure if people really want to live next to the this here is the water place for the power station, so I suspect they won't have much choice. This is not going to be a very busy road, at least I'm not anticipating it being a very busy road. Do some thinking. I'll leave it for now. If it gets too busy, I might put a block on it or something. Again, a space for a little park. So I might just do the areas I'm going to do now. Then throw down some parks. Right. This is a sort of civic area, so I'm going to go with these again for now. I normally try to put some curves in. Yeah, that might be a bit too much there. So we won't. I mean, I could maybe extend this over a little bit, but there's scope for future. Scope for the future. Let's put a roundabout in. If I wasn't recording, I would have done everything a lot quicker. But I have to admit, I am enjoying taking my time. I'm going to try and get a curve in. I don't think it's going to be anything too spectacular. And I don't know how it's going to interact with the turn lane. So let's see what happens. When you're ready. No, it's not going to interact at all. Or not. I think I might be asking too much. Oh no. Just need to be patient. And hopefully that won't break anything. No, it does. So that is a no-no. See what this does. Yeah, it's not too bad. Right, so that gives us some room here now. Thinking this could be space for some shops. Some retail near the station here, you know. here will be a bus stop. I think some local shops up here against the roundabout. So our area here is very much a transport hub, but it will be a little park, so we'll throw in a little park in a second. And then we can say that this area is done. Head more business, really, if anything, just to maintain the atmosphere or the that's not going to work. Okay. This area is going to be quite busy. Good place for some stuff. Right. Actually, do you know what? I bought that. I think this is, first of all, whilst I'm in the zoning mode, this is a residential area here, so yes, not massively enamoured with that. So that's basically at this point just a point of putting in some amenities. I like to put private schools in because they seem to, well, for the most part, they seem to do what we call primary and secondary school. I think in near each little square, I think a church is needed. I also need to leave space for rewards, but I have quite a few. I also need to do sound barriers in places. And if I see a... Is that the one I used over at the other area? I'd like, if possible, not to use the same one twice. I think that's the one I did use. saving that one for later. I'm looking for the small church. There is a small church around here somewhere that I like to use for locals, and it doesn't matter too much if I put more than one in. But I've either missed it or I've got the wrong menu completely. I'll know it when I see it. Well, I've got some nice new ones here. That looks like it could be a good one. If I can find one that's three tiles long, that would be even better. I think that's still. Oh, look at that. Nice, I'll be using these more often. Okay, so for the next little while, I'll do a few little ones maybe. That's pretty much what I'm going to be doing. Just throwing down some parks. It's a residential zoning, a church, and that sort of thing on a much bigger scale than this. I'll do some of it on camera and I'll do some of it off camera. Now I'll be putting in some. I also have to do some transport. So I think this was a place for a bus stop, wasn't it? So I put various options in for waste and power and water. I'll see what works best. So at the moment I'm just throwing down the environmentally friendly grass. It just helps. And then I'll put some trees on top. Still haven't decided what trees. I'll have a play later. Need to be patient for a bit. So first off here you can have some sort of private play area. I tend not to use the smaller ones usually. But you can have a gazebo. Just dot them around, especially in places like that. You know, just put a playground in there. It looks like it belongs to the building. And on this side here, a few tennis courts, flower garden, community garden. It would be nice if there was a bit of variety, but well, there's enough. It looks like they're loosely related. I normally put football fields in, but they're not quite enough space. This is an area that's grown when using my imagination anyhow. So yes, tennis courts, but not there. And now depends whatever comes next, really. Gonna have a lot of new ones. That's good. So playground, I definitely want a nice playground here. And I'm thinking one there too. And definitely one here. I do tend to use the Maxis parks quite a bit. There are a couple that of the others that I do use. I tend not to like them so much sometimes. Yes, and sometimes I do forget. Oh, I've clicked on completely wrong menu now, haven't I? Oh no, I haven't. And yes, you can have a basketball court. So the ferry terminal got put in and cut this lovely park up in half. And it needs some environmentally friendly grass. Okay. Do we want anything here? Corner shops. Okay, all right. Throwing some shops there for people to use. Now, the last little bit for this section will be some bike shed bus stops. And that's a little feel for what I'm going to be doing for the next while. You can try and put bus stops in and everything else, and then do everything, you know, around the city at the same time, but you will lose the uniqueness. So I'm trying not to put too many really big bus stops in just at the moment. So we've got them there for the station, you know, there's going to be some there. And I'll think about there later. Now, is this going to be residential or commercial? It's going to be very busy, so I'm thinking I'll put this in. Could be a spot for a bus stop there, and then a bike shed. Maybe two actually. Okay. There we go. Probably could do a bus stop along here, but we'll see how that pans out. That's fine now, other than just a little bit of environmentally friendly grass to finish off. And that's pretty much it for initial decoration. The places I was going to do here, I ended up not doing that. Could, you know, I quite like that, that's fine. Now that I was going to decorate somehow. I'll come back to that. So whilst I've got this, I'm just going to put these in. They could be quite expensive, but at least I can say this area is done then. I know there's bigger grasses you can get, but I mean, I don't think any more grass is more environmentally friendly than another, but I think that's going to want zoning to be really effective. Ah, it's because it's not. Okay. There. This area was going to need them, but I was going to do that at a later time. Now, do I want to decorate this quickly? This bit. So this quarter's done. And we've got another residential area here. So I normally go with a geographic feature and keep working along it. So I think I'm going to do here now. But this will be another time. So I am going to call it an end now. And say ciao for now. It's been short and sweet, but there's been a few that have been quite epic lately, and I've still got a bit of a backlog, so that will keep us going for now. Ciao ciao.